How I became a mother of 4 kids during COVID. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is CJ Martin. I talk about my story of surviving domestic abuse and my life after that. So if you resonate with that, then subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new videos, which is on Sundays usually. So the year was 2020. I was preparing to leave my job because I was feeling really unfulfilled in the work that I was doing. So I submitted my resignation. Now, leading up towards the time that I was gonna go, my father showed up into my life. Now, he had been reaching out to me for help since late 2019 and I was helping him, but one day he showed up at my doorstep and he said that he was now looking for a place to stay. There was nowhere for him to go. That was a huge challenge for me because I was helping my father financially, but to not provide him a place to stay, that was tough. So with whatever little money I had, I accommodated him at a lodge nearby. He was staying there for a little bit while I was thinking of a long-term solution, because obviously staying at a lodge forever is not sustainable for me financially. Anyway, now I was really conflicted. Now, how do I help my father? And knowing that he had my 4 half siblings, the situation was like this. My father was now unemployed and he needed help. There was no one else there in Port Moresby to help him. That was only me. Now, my relationship with my father was strained because I ran away from his house because of my stepmother's mistreatment. So it was really strained, but I was helping him because, he was my father. But at the same time, I was feeling a lot of mixed emotions, like, why should I help you when you never really stuck up for me when I was being mistreated by your wife, my stepmother? However, at the same time, I wanted to help my siblings, because they were innocent. They did not choose their parents. They did not choose their circumstances. Now, when they came to me, they were very hungry. They had on rags for clothes. They were just so broke. They had nothing. So my heart really broke for them. My boyfriend and I, we prayed to God and we asked him, what is the right thing to do? What do we do? Now, my employer wanted to retain me, so I was asked to stay back and I was promoted. That was the answer that we needed. So I stayed back and accepted the promotion. And with that promotion, I was able to accommodate my father and my half siblings to a rental apartment along with my boyfriend. Now, when I told my boyfriend Craig about the promotion, we were happy because now we saw that, okay, this is God's answer to our prayer to stay back at my job and help my father and my siblings. We prayed for a place to go and rent, and the next day, I met my landlord, and within the same week, we were able to move in on a Friday. That was miraculous. I can only thank God for it because I know that was His divine intervention. Now, with that said, it was also challenging because my stepmother showed up on the day that we were moving things around. We were trying to find a place to stay and go to that apartment when we finally found it. She showed up and I did not want to deal with it. I knew the kind of person she was. There was no reasoning with her because she is ignorant and she lacks basic understanding of common sense. So I was furious and I walked away. My boyfriend, however, he stayed on to be there for my father, so thank you. He helped me on that side. Now, while he was there listening and just standing by to help my father in case my father needed anything, he heard my stepmother yelling at him, telling him all sorts of things and things like, oh, now that your child is grown, you hard work begini, and now that she's grown, what the mananalo ko sa value. And that was really stupid because I was helping him when he was reaching out for help. And I don't think my father told her. Why would he? That's okay. So she just showed up and accused me of all sorts of things, of not being there for him, and the fact that she helped with my education. And that was when Craig, my boyfriend, was so angry at what she said that he stepped in. My stepmother told him to back off because it was none of his business. But he said, well, if it concerns CJ, then that's my business. So he asked her, like, did you pay for her education? Did you in any way contribute towards her education? And that was when she shut him out. Now, I am so grateful for my boyfriend Craig, because I don't think that if he had not been there, and if he wasn't there with me from that time till now, I probably wouldn't even make it, because I think, and I believe, and I know for a fact that he was given into my life to help me go through these challenges together. So I'm just so grateful. Anyway, when we moved up to the rental apartment without my stepmother, she never came along. It was challenging because Craig and I were both new to raising kids and managing a home. We were now adults, like living in our own place, but it was challenging for sure. But over time, we got to learn to love the 4 children as if they were our own flesh and blood, like our own kids that we gave birth to. And now I can't imagine my life without them, and they are my why. I wake up every day to work for them, to do things for them, to make sure that they have a future. And as of this year, they completed their 2nd year of schooling, which is miraculous, because when they were with their parents never prioritized their education. So God held me back in Port Moresby so that I can take in my 4 half siblings and look after them and love them and learn to forgive my stepmother, because I forgave her from that time till now, and I hold no more grudges against her. But when I do look back on her stories, sometimes I get a little bit angry, but I have forgiven her and I've moved on with my life. So yeah, that was the story of how I became a mother of 4 kids during COVID. I hope that from the story you can learn that God works in mysterious ways, and His plans are much bigger than the plans that we have for ourselves. So I believe that because I was feeling unfulfilled, God gave me a reason to continue, to find a way to create more fulfillment in my life, and to have a reason to keep going. And the children are my reason. And He gave me a wonderful and supportive partner, Craig, who has been there with me since that time, and even before then till now. And I can't ask for a better person in my life than him. So that was the story, and in my next video I will be talking about how I discovered my purpose, and with that it led to me collaborating with a team from overseas to create a short Jesus-centered film. So I will see you in the next video. If you didn't watch my last video, I talked about how I was searching for a more fulfilling life and came across this empowerment platform that helped me to grow and find more meaning in my life. So click on this video right here to go and watch. Bye!